This video is sponsored by Carnivore Companion. Check out our newly released seasoning Steak Dust, along with our flagship seasoning Smokestack and our bestseller Tuckologen. Use the code CCYouTube10 at CarnivoreCompanion.com to save 10% off your first order. What's going on, everyone? Well, during the middle of the week, I was going to do like a egg roll, but the wrapper idea I had just did not work out at all. So now I'm left with a lot of ground pork and some mozzarella. And instead of just kind of cooking it and putting cheese on it, I'm going to make a breakfast quesadilla. So let's do that. Basically, this will be a breakfast sausage recipe. Even though I don't have sage, I will be seasoning the out of some ground pork though. So let's just do it. Bowl. I'm gonna wear gloves because it's a little easier to keep clean in here wearing gloves. I'll spare you the me putting them on part. Just kidding, I wanted you to see this whole thing. All right, now that I'm gloved, I'm going to get some pork in a bowl. Pork in a bowl, and I have a lot. Like I have a pound and a half of this ground pork. I'm not gonna eat all this, but I will go ahead and season it. Probably go ahead and cook it too and save it for later. Grab a knife. Ooh, I haven't used this in a while. Should probably wash it. Get my pork in the bowl. Let's see here. I'm gonna use some SPG by Grillaholics with butter. This is a very, very salty mix. So this will probably be my main source of salt. This is about a tablespoon. What else I got? I got some smoked paprika I'm definitely gonna add. That was about a teaspoon. Yeah, definitely some Old Bay, just for some herb-ishness and a little spice. Maybe a little bit of this garlic and herbs stuff, just for some extra herb. Oh yeah, that'll be good in here. Good amount of that, probably a half a tablespoon of that. And if you want some comparable stuff, please comment and I'll give you what I think might be close as far as the recipe goes. Let's give this a mix. Just for the sake of making sure I have enough seasoning, I'm gonna add a little more of this SPG. Just a little more, maybe a lot more, excuse me. Make that a half tablespoon for you. That was probably like a full tablespoon for me. Oh well, it'll be okay, I'm sure this will be fine. There we go, that nice and mixed in. Move this aside for now. I'm gonna go ahead and get this mozzarella grated up. I have a 1 pound block. I'll probably use about 3.5 ounces to maybe 4 ounces. We'll see. Just gonna break off a piece. It's probably a solid 3 ounces. But yeah, like I said, I'm at the restaurant right now, so I am cheating. If you're a van lifer and watching this, like I don't keep a box grater in my van because I really don't have much room for it. Like the next thing I want to put in here is a coffee maker. Well, not a coffee maker. Only get a Chemex pour over coffee thing. Keep in here because that's my favorite way to have coffee. This will be my tortilla base, by the way. Okay, I'm gonna set this aside. All I do is brown up the sausage, get it nice and crumbly, so I can put it on there, and it'll look pretty good. This actually smells really damn good. That garlic herb seasoning that I have probably helped a lot because it kind of, when you think sausage, it's got a lot of herbs in it actually. It's got a lot of garlic, it's got a lot of herbs. So that's exactly what it needed. Even though it doesn't have sage in it per se, it's still gonna be good. I was hoping to have a little more grease in this for the eggs, but alright. Well, I guess I think I'm gonna just put the cheese down actually, and then I'll scramble eggs and pour over that so they kind of cook on top. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Because the cheese has a lot of fat in it. And so it'll leach out. Try to get anything raw off of there so it can get some heat to the spatula. Alright, that's done. I'm gonna put this into the bowl. Let that hang out for a minute while we get this tortilla made. Try to get it just a little bit wiped out. You don't want anything to burn in there. Because if I tell you anything about living in a van, you burn something in your pan, it's going to be really hard to clean. Go ahead and add in our mozzarella. Kind of get it spread out across the bottom of the pan. And we'll just let it fry. It should even itself out, honestly. Basically, we're just burning cheese to make it crispy. It's not really burnt, it's just very, very caramelized. Give yourself a head start and scrape down your edges. Alright, go ahead and pour my eggs over. Turn my heat down a little bit, it's a little high. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna sprinkle over just a little more Salt for the eggs. Nobody likes bland eggs. Just a little bit. I don't need too much. It's already got plenty in the meat. Maybe a little extra smoked paprika. Just a little extra flavor. Get the runnies to stop being all runny. All right, at this point, let's get this scraped a little bit. So make sure we're not sticking. And we're gonna flip it. A little bit of trash cheese, and then a little bit of sausage, and then can turn the heat off at this point. Sausage to the edge. You only want it on half. And now we're gonna try to flip this damn thing. It is stuck a little bit, but by the way, if you're making this, use a nonstick pan. This pan isn't the most nonstick, but it's not bad. Go ahead and get it all the way unstuck if it's sticking. There we go. It should be able to move around freely. Go ahead and flip that over. It's almost like an omelet, really. I guess you can just call this an omelet if you want to. It's just an omelet crusted with mozzarella. There it is. I'm gonna plate it up. Come on now. Come on now. Don't be scared. Get out of that pan now. I should probably move this. All right, now let's get it out. Now that it's a little bit more out of the way. There we go. A quesadilla. But if you did this right, it should be rather crispy on the outside. I hate 4-piece quesadillas. Like, I'd rather just this thing be cut in half. Because whenever I had quesadillas for the first time, it was the full circle. Like, it was 2 tortillas on the top and bottom. And so whenever they're folded in half, I want just this. Like, I don't want, what is this, Taco? I'm not Taco Bell. I don't want that. So I'm just going to cut this right in half. I guess what makes this less of an omelet and more of a quesadilla is that you can pick it up and eat it. So that's what I'm gonna do. It's probably a little hot. It's a little hot. I'm just gonna take a bite. Hot in the mouth, not in the hands. God, this is really good. The cheese on the outside, you almost can't taste it. It's just the texture. The trash cheese right here mixed with this homemade sausage I just made. Italian hands. Yeah, God, so good. Yeah, I'm gonna eat this. It's 1:30 right now. This is my first meal of the day. I've just been cleaning my van all day, trying to get it a little less cluttered. It was just finally time to eat. So if you like the video, please throw me a like. It helps a lot. It helps get this video and others out in front of more people. I appreciate all the recent viewership I've gotten. It's been insane how quickly I went past 10,000 subscribers, and I'm almost at 15 right now as of this video upload. It's about to be a rough 2 weeks for me coming up. Just some personal things happening. And just the fact that you're watching this kind of helps push me forward and keeps me focused on this instead of all the negative things that are about to come up. So I appreciate you watching. Check out my links, are down in my description. If you want to join the Patreon, links down there too. If you join Patreon, you get the videos a day early, and there's a Discord server, and I'm still working on other things. Just not sure what anybody would want. But yeah, I'll see y'all next time.